there and just hang out. For, you know. Telling you. Wait. I'm sorry. See? We're trying to figure, we're having a really bad technical problem. So, wait. Yeah, it's still echoing, but it's not as bad. Okay. So, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to start talking. I don't know why it's echoing, but no sound. Hello, Jen says. No sound at all, she says. We're trying to figure, we're having a really bad technical problem. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go on with this because I'm already 10 minutes into my show already. What I'm talking about is Weary Road. Okay. I can hear with an echo. Rain says, okay, sorry, you guys. We have no idea. Got it? We got it. Oh, we figured it out. Okay. I'm going to go extra long. Okay. We got it. We got it. I get in here about a half hour early every time. And we usually have it all worked out. Anyway, so this is Weary Road. Now, Weary Road is in Evansville, Wisconsin. I'm going to repeat what I was saying because you guys couldn't hear me. So where it's at is outside of Evansville, and it's got its own website. So go to wearyroad.com. There is an actual website because people don't believe that it's true, you know? And it's true. And it's just, I've got so many stories because I just can't believe the stuff that I get out there. Now, traditionally, it was a spot in the road, supposedly that this guy was an axe murderer and that he killed his whole family and his children and then killed himself. And the house is gone now. That's what I was always told. I don't know if it's true, but there's something there. Okay. I'm dead serious. Some of the stuff that goes on there. Anyway, it's only about 30 minutes from my house, maybe 40. And everybody, they try to hide it. They don't want people to know where it's at. So they actually took the sign down, the sign on the road down and all this. But I'm going to tell you that the stuff that I've seen, and I've got photos and I'm going to be showing you. Now, these are from way back from about 2007 or 8, maybe even 9. It's been a while. Now, I've got some more recent stuff too. But these are some of the stuff I've got. So take a look. I'm going to, you know what? They can't see it on my YouTube channel though. So how do we, yeah. Okay. What you guys need to do is I'm going to have to see this is difficult. We're trying to figure stuff out. Okay. I do have a photo. I have an actual photograph. Did I give it to you? No, I didn't give it to you. I've got it. Well, I got to move stuff. I've got a photograph. Hold on. All right. Hold on. I knew we were going to have trouble. That was what I was right. Because the Mercury, okay. Well, this is my guy. I have an 800 number calling me. Give me a break. Okay, here we go. So sorry, everybody, technical. It's Mercury retrograde. I'm telling you. So this is the person that I'm going to talk mostly about. This guy. Can you see the photo? Now, this photo is on. You need to visit, and I do not know how to do this on YouTube yet, but this is. Yeah, I see on 216 the net. My people that are following me on live chat that are watching me on YouTube, go to 216 the net because the photos are there. And they're also on enchantedsky.com, and it says ghost photos. You can go on there. Okay. So now this guy was named. Okay. First of all, I went with a group of friends just for fun. Okay. 216 the net. Yes, Rain. 216 the net. .com. And you'll see all my photos, and you'll see me too, because this is a live stream on both places. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Just go, YouTubers, go 216thenet.com. You'll see the photos, or enchantedsky.com for ghost photos, or either place. Okay. Because I don't know how to, it's something else we got to figure out, right? You will get this eventually. Come on. This is all new technology. So I go out there, and I went with a group of friends for fun. Just, we're going to go ghost hunting, and we had no idea we were going to catch anything. Now, I've been a practicing psychic for 25 years, and it shocks me. It really did. It surprised me and almost scared me, to be honest. So we go out here, and we're driving around. We park our car. Well, we had always been told that when you go to start your car after you've stopped it on this one bridge, it won't start again. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. We didn't think anything of it. And so here's me. I hear things. I'm a clairaudient. It scares me sometimes. So I don't see all the stuff that, because sometimes I used to see why people died and stuff. I don't want to do that anymore. So I've always said, I just want to hear. I can hear, they can talk to me. So we go, and I'm with a friend, and she says to me, we're driving, we're just sitting there. And she goes, oh my God, can you see that? And I go, I don't know. What are you talking about? And she goes, snap a picture. And she points right there. She goes, take that picture right there. Take it right there. And I go, what do you mean? And she goes, right there. So I snapped it, and I didn't think anything of it. And I snapped another picture. I snapped another picture. And if you're looking on my screen on 216 the net, this is the photo, by the way, for my YouTubers. This is what I got. Now, if you notice, you can't see in this photo, but if that's his head, it's right there. If you go on the phone on my enchantedsky.com, you'll see that is his head, and it is his hat, because I have not loaded another picture. I have just a picture of just his floating head. And this guy goes to me. I'm like, okay, what's up with this? First of all. And I hear the guy's name. He goes, my name's Jim. And I'm like, okay. And I looked at my friend. I said, his name's Jim. And she goes, really? And she goes, what's going on? Why is he on fire? Like, he looks like he's on fire. What is that? And I'm like, I don't know. His arm. I just know he's walking. And I said, he's walking around. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it like I do when I clear houses. I'm going to say a prayer, and we're going to see if we can get him to the other side. And I said, so I said, Michael, please, Archangel Michael, please come get him, and I didn't think anything of it. And I'm like, okay, so I have other pictures I'm going to show you from the same night, because there's like there's a myriad. There's also wood nymphs in there. Did you see? I'm going to show you. It's really fascinating. Anyway, so Serene says, I hear, see, and smell them. Not always, but it happens. Yes, I get you. Yeah, we get the smells like cigarette smoke. I sometimes. Anyway, so here I am. I go home that night and I go, okay, well, I'm going to go to, I go to sleep, because it was like 11 o'clock at night, but 12 o'clock at night. By the time I get home, it was dark. So I would say we were probably out there till midnight. So I go to sleep, and that night I'm in my dreams, and I'm not kidding you. I swear to God, this happened. It's okay. So I'm in my dreams, and this guy comes running up to me, and I don't know who it was. I'm standing on these marble steps. And in the dream, and I'm like, and it's so real. And I look up, and he goes, "Don't you recognize me? Don't you recognize me?" And I go, "No." He goes, I'm Jim, and you helped me get to the other side. I was stuck. And you know what? I'm going to help you as much as I can. You're going to have your own show. And he is the reason I swear to God, that's why he's so important to me. So he says, you're going places. I'm going to help you all I can. Well, in the dream, I realize I'm in heaven. And I realize that I'm not here, and I'm mad, and I don't want to go back, and I'm pissed. And my husband said I woke up just bawling, like just tears I was just crying and sobbing, because I didn't want to come back here. So this gets better. This story, there's more to this story. Okay. So we didn't know. So I thought that was done. And I've told this story to many of my followers, and Evansville, Wisconsin, and Weary Road, and it's got its own website, wearyroad.com. I think there's other photos on there. One of these days, I'm going to post all these there too, for the person that's running the site. Okay. So I tell this to all my friends, because I'm like, I don't think they believe me. And I have another photo of him. He's just his head. I have to find it. It's in one of my archives. I've got hundreds of pictures, you guys. You guys just don't even know how many I've got. And anyway, it's just hilarious, because I don't know. I just must attract them or something, because they know I can hear them. They know I can see them. And by the way, anybody that believes that the Halloween thing, that there's something to the thing that they pick Halloween, I can't turn my psychic ability off right now. I cannot do it. Normally I can turn it off. I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. I can't. I just can't. Okay. So that's really cool. Jim's keeping his promise, Jen says. It's true. So I think, okay, so here it gets better. So I have a friend of mine who I read for, and she goes, I got about 9 months later from this. She goes, I got something you want to see. And I go, what? She sends me this article. Just read it. It says, man killed on Weary Road. James Anderson killed on Weary Road. And what happened is he was raking leaves, and his clothes caught on fire, and he died. Oh. So that was absolute proof. I about died when she sent that to me. That's why he looks like he's on fire. Remember I told you, you can see sometimes why they died or how they died. I'm telling you that this is a real thing. And if you can't see that that's a person, he's wearing a hat. In another photo that I have, that I will be posting on my brand new website, take it out, check it out, and tell me what you think. EnchantedSky.com. I just made it, took it away from somebody who didn't know what they were doing. And I did it myself, and I like it much better. It looks really nice. Yeah, I know. That's why I like compliments. It's just his head. It's just his head. Okay. I also have another one where there's something there. It's in the corner of the picture. And I did not post that yet either. I have a lot of pictures to post. When I say a lot of pictures, I probably got about 5 videos. You just take these with your regular cameras. Just cameras. Yeah, just cameras. People are like, how do you do that? I think because I'm attracting them, because they know I can hear and see them and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, this is all back to Weary Road. There's some type of portal. There's something there. There just is. I don't know what else to say it. Now, I'm going to show you some other photos that are there. Now, I did not know what these were. I have found them at my house. Now, I know at my own house, there's a spirit of a little boy. I did not know, and I've caught him on camera too. And I don't know who it is. I don't know why. Just a minute, I'll get to that one in a second. And I've got him on my camera. I found out that around the corner in the 80s, a little boy had actually had a freak accident, had actually hung himself in a free swing. And which is really, really sad. I was really upset about it, but he's there. He's at my house because I get photos of him all the time. So needless to say, let's take a look at some of these other Weary Road pictures because so I can explain them because I didn't even know. When I first did this, I had no idea because you get on these ghost things on TV. It's a bunch of crap most of the time. Oh, I felt something. Hello, I'm catching stuff. Nobody's catching. They want to know what this is. I'm gonna tell you what this is. Now, go to enchantedsky.com. Okay. Rain goes, wow. Okay, go to Enchanted Sky or go to 216 the net because this is going to be taped, but I want you to go there because we're showing them on the screen. I can't do it right now. So, okay.
Go to our YouTube page.
Yeah, the YouTube page with the 216 the net also. Now, this first one, it's you have to remember it's pitch black out there. There is nothing there. It's black. There's no light, and I snapped the picture, and this is what I got. Now, if you're looking, look at all the orbs. There must be hundreds of them. And that green energy, I am told that ribbon, it's called ribbon energy, and it's some type of spirit that's part of nature. So it's like I know this is crazy because I thought I really didn't believe this. I still sometimes don't believe it. It's like a fairy or a wood nymph. Or it's something like that. It's a spirit, and it's some type of and when it's a green energy, it's nature. Call me crazy. I don't really know, and I'm a psychic, and I don't understand completely.
So is there a tree behind that?
No, it's just blank. It's just a field.
That's
just an empty field.
You see all the energy.
Yep, it's at the end of this road that they said that all these people were killed. I don't know if it's true or not. Even someone said that no one's ever been able to prove that. That's just a tradition. So I've got more stories about this because I've got some that I haven't taken pictures of, but I've got a lot of stories. We've gotten to a point where and my friend who had a camera, and it wasn't a phone, it was still one of those older cameras. We were communicating, and it was giving me yes and no and blinking.
Wow.
That's why I keep saying I think I need my own show or something. I'm like, because I get stuff that's real. Look at these pictures. Okay. Can spirits see candlelight better than artificial light? That's a good question. I don't know. I'll admit I don't know that one. I would guess they would because it's real. It's organic.
Yeah, it's natural. Right?
Yeah. So let's go to the next photo. I'm serious, you guys. These are nothing. I've got more. Now that's my guy. Now this one was taken at a different place. This was not Weary Road. This is my daughter. She's kept saying something had followed her back. And she has a habit. There's a lot of times on a lot of her pictures, you will see, do you see something on the left there? It's right there. Blow that up. Can you blow that up?
I cannot.
You cannot. There's something there.
Yeah,
she attracts them also. She attracts them also. And I've got picture of her walking down the street at my house, and there's two little lights, green lights walking right with her, like this, like that. I've got it. I got to find it. See, you have to understand, you guys, I've got probably 150, 200 photos and of stuff like this. And so I've lost them a little bit because there's so many. So Rain says, I think you're an angel. Thank you. But she kept saying something followed her in the house or into the car. And she kept telling me there's something in the car. There's something in the car. So we've got photos of something sitting on her collarbone. And she kept saying it kind of felt like it was kind of like pull at my chest or my throat or something, and it's sitting like right here. Okay. We think, I know this is crazy. See, my husband just put in there wood fairies. He thinks it is too. We were told by a Native American friend of mine who is a shaman, says that's what she thinks these are, wood fairies and wood nymphs. No joke, because it's a green energy, and I get them a lot on my photos, a lot. Matter of fact, you guys go look at my YouTube channel, Aries Financial Forecast. You'll see something go right over my head and go like this, right in front of the camera.
Big.
Like you can, and it's big. Yep. I think it's either my father-in-law. Okay. This is the most interesting of all of them. So don't those look like the little guys from AOL?
Yeah,
That I didn't understand what it was, and blow it up and show them. I'm serious. You can take me off the camera. You guys got to be watching this, okay? Hi, Valerie. Um, we're pretty sure they're wood nymphs. So I really, truly, and we were always told that your car won't start. Well, wood nymphs play jokes and practical jokes, like like they do, like if you were like a leprechaun or something, I guess. And here I'm just doing this at random because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe how much this stuff is out here, right? And that is what I got. I mean, look it. I mean, I always call upon angels and fairies. And somebody said it wasn't an angel, it was a wood nymph. Because I mean, it's in a field, but it's also heavily wooded, like around the edges.
Yeah.
So, and you could see, I know this is crazy. If you sat and watched and just watched and kept your mind open, you could see like blinking a green blinks, like there were little things in the trees. And I can't believe but see, I sit and I watch. Some people, they drive through, oh, this is stupid. No, you sit and you watch, and it takes a little time sometimes. But this is what I caught. Now, tell me what that is. No one could tell me. I found yeah, that's what Kikia says. Wow, that's amazing. Isn't it though? I'm telling you, I get this a lot. I've got used to doing it's part of my life. It's just like, you just gotta know. And I really think that's what they are. If anybody else has any ideas what they are, that they're little beings, fairies. And we were pretty sure someone told us fairies or wood nymphs. I had no idea that any of it was real. You know what I mean? This opened up a whole new world for me, you guys. So yeah. So go to the next picture. If anybody's online watching me, be watching my 216 the net. There's pictures there. Yeah, only on Halloween. Yeah, I know. Now, see, look at this. Like, I've got lots of these where there's just energy that just, yeah. Now, see, you can see the energy. It's some type of wood sprite, wood nymph, something energy. It's green energy. I have a couple pictures. And I'll have to find them. I've got one with a bright red streak going through it, just like right, like that. And I'm still loading them onto my website because I just started my website. I had to take it over, but
So what's the weirdest ghost story that you have that we don't have a picture of today?
Oh, the cat.
The cat.
Okay, I was at Weary Road because I do that because it's so fascinating. I don't know about you guys. I'm fascinating. I want to know. I'm one of these. I just got to know what the heck is this stuff is. And I went out there with a couple of friends because they don't believe me. They're non-believers. I'm like, oh, please, you've got to come with me. And so they're like, okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. So I'm like, all right. So I go out there and we're there and there's about 7 of us. And we are there for a while and a cat appears. Well, it wasn't a normal cat. Now we had always been told that people did like cats, animal sacrifices. People, it's a popular area, guys, and it's scary. It's a scary area. It can be very eerie at night. And during the day, it's nothing. You don't even notice. I mean, you don't even think about it at night or during the day. I mean, anyway, so we're out there, and my friend her eyes got really big, and she goes, "Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that?" And I go, "What?" She goes, "That cat was like this big, coming from up underneath the." It was like as big as a lion coming up under the bridge, and then now it's normal size. Well, it kept walking around us, meow meow and stuff, and I didn't reach down to pet it, but one of the women that was with me reached down to pet it, and within 5 minutes she was sick and had to leave. She was throwing up. She was petting pure energy, pure, like that had to be what it was. And I never occurred to me what was going on. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going, and I said, because I'm an animal lover. He said, "Oh, Kitty, you're so sweet. I would take you home if I could." Well, yeah, that was the invite, right? So I kid you not. This is all true. I am not kidding. So I get back in the car later. We go home. I really didn't get too many pictures that day, so I never thought about it. So I go to bed. My husband's asleep because he had to get up for work that morning. So I go in bed and I'm asleep. And my husband, I didn't say a word to him. He didn't know anything that was going on. And he gets up in the morning and he goes, God, I swear to God, there was a cat rubbing up against me all night and purring. I brought the cat home. I invited that cat home. I had to go, and I do that a lot. I have to be very careful they follow me. They spirits follow me because I'm a psychic and I can see them. So, and I love animals a lot. And so I had to completely clear the house out. I had to take my sage. I had to do all the stuff I had to do to clear my house out. So that's probably the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. That just gave, and trust me, you think I've become used to this stuff and a little bit incensed, but stuff still freaks me out. I'll be like, oh my God, how is that possible? But I've learned that anything's possible. I think that's why one of my animal totems is now flying pigs, to believe the impossible, because I just don't understand. If anybody has any ideas, didn't you have somebody get sick? See, my husband knows the my husband's on here. He knows the story because it's true. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know any of this, you guys. It's amazing though, All right.
So we should do a 21/6 the net field trip out
You
there.
should.
We will pay, the cost will be $60 to go out for an hour with you. Right?
I have a friend who has a store in Evansville, Wisconsin. She's very close with me. We're tight. We're like family. And she says that we want to start a ghost tour out there, because I don't think people believe us. And because you'll see these kids run by while you're out there. Oh, and they're making noise. Oh, this is stupid and blah, blah, blah. Well, you tell me. Okay, why am I seeing it? Because I'm patient enough to just sit for a while. I'll park my car and just sit. Now go to the next one. See, there's another. You see the mark in the middle? See that mark right there? Yep. That's another thing I caught too. Now, I'm telling you, there's more than just ribbon energies, and there's ghosts. There's something. There's more out there. I don't quite understand it. Like I said, I was telling him that my camera was blinking yes and no. We were asking it questions at one point, and somebody was blinking yes and no to us.
So again, we're out in the middle of nowhere. You can see that the flash from the
camera.
Your headlights.
No, that's my camera.
That's the flash from
pitch
the
black.
camera,
Pitch black.
Lighting up the turn here.
Pitch
so
black.
It almost looks like it's a semi.
Yeah.
Headlights coming at you.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's and it's
nothing. That's just the energy.
Yeah, it's something. It's some type of orb. Maybe I'm catching an orb. I don't know. And it's moving very quickly.
Wow.
I get these a lot in my pictures, by the way. For some reason, me personally, I've caught them many, many, many times. And I've got so many photos, you guys. I've got a photo on Facebook. I'll be pulling that back up, of my granddaughter. Yeah. She's about a year and a half. I don't know if I can just see them. The lion spirit will trick you, it says. I thought a hole was out in that area. Yeah, there's a hole. No, not that I know of. There's like a ditch, and my husband's saying, because he knows all about this story. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Because I'm like all over the place. Because it's so unbelievable. But I wish somebody would tell me what some of this is. If you don't know, I really, I don't know.
Well, yeah, and then you're going to have your skeptics who go, wow.
Well, if they would come with me, they won't be a skeptic. My husband used to be an atheist. And the first time he saw an orb about this big over me in the middle of the night, I heard him sit up and go, oh my God. And it bounced down the hall, and he's not anymore. He's not anymore. No. Because I must attract them. I guess that's what I do. They allow me to take pictures of them.
Safe place.
Yeah. Because I think that if I didn't believe in them, I wouldn't get pictures.
Right.
But keeping my mind open allows me to get the pictures, I think. So, next picture. You should go there live from there tonight with the full moon. That's my cousin. Yes, I should, because this place is unbelievable, you guys. You guys just don't even. With the full moon, I bet it'll be lit up a lot too. Because, it's dark. It is pitch black out there.
See, so the interesting thing is, I'm not a big Halloween guy. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that adults dress up in costumes and party and stuff. However, I would go sit in a field for hours tonight on a full moon to watch and see something.
I know. I've had like about 5 people have asked me already. They're like, "Are you going tonight?" And I'm thinking, because we've checked things out. There's I live in Beloit, Wisconsin. And it's lots and lots of stuff like the symbol. Do you think I was trying to communicate through different shapes and colors? You know what? I never thought about it. It might have been. It might have been trying to. Yeah, it might have been. I thought it was probably just moving and I caught it. But I've caught, like, I'll show you. There's so many. I've only got 6 on my website right now, but I've got probably 30 to 40. I have a lot. Okay. Oh, I remember what I was saying. I'm so sorry. I get sidetracked. That's why they call it metaphysical meanderings. Anyway, so I'm on Facebook and there's a picture. My husband had it on his camera. You can see my granddaughter getting off our bed, and you can see it's green. It's green lights, and there's a hands up underneath her. You can't see it really good on Facebook. You can see it as plain as day on his camera, and he's lost the photo since then, but it's on YouTube and still on Facebook. And you can see all these things zipping around all the place, and then you see some hands underneath her to keep her from falling because she's about 1.5 years old. So what is it? Why can I see it? Why can we both see it? And you could see it plain as day on the camera, and you were like, "Holy, why?" Am I attracted? Are they allowing me to? Do they believe in? Because I believe in them? Oh, damn. My husband says because the Indian mounds. We have Indian mounds. Anybody that knows where I live, I have about 9 Indian mounds all the way around me, and it's sacred space. Because that's another whole thing, the Beast of Bray Road. That's another whole issue. I'm going to be talking to some people that are researchers because we've had it at our house. We've had it actually on the property, and someone saw it and will not come to my house ever again. I have not seen it. I feel it's a protector. But anyway, that's another whole story. I told you that this is part of my life. This is
Can you feel the energy when you're out there taking these pictures? So, right? So
yes.
A lot of it, like in a house, you can feel energy in a house.
Yes.
Right? And you're like, ooh, something cold.
Yes.
Is here.
Yes. Because when I clear houses, I'll say, oh, it's here. Yeah, and it's right there. I can feel it. Sometimes I can see it. Like I said, it used to scare me how they died. And it just really, really bothered me. So I said, it scared me. I don't want to do that. And I prayed that God don't let me see that. So now he lets me hear it. So I can hear them and they'll talk to me. Yeah. And I get that a lot. But on occasion I see. It depends on if they're coming through as it's not bad. Right. They'll come to me how they look like in life, and that's okay. But when they look like how they died, and I think these people are stuck. I don't think that these are people. The people from the other side don't come through like that. I think they're stuck people that are afraid to go to the other side, or I also believe that there's something like a time warp or something where things repeat in something to do with time. Like if you see something, it doesn't interact with you and it just like goes through the motion. I think it's something to do with time. Now I've been told many times that what I'm doing as a psychic and a medium is that I'm time jumping, that I'm able to go ahead in time. I've learned how to time travel just a little bit, and I can tell you what's going to happen in your life. I've been told that that's what I'm really doing. I don't know if that's true. I just know that this is what I do. So
here we are, Halloween, and the big thing are witches, right?
Yes.
Are these scary things?
Well, if somebody's choosing to do evil with it, yeah. Okay. They're on record repeating over and over their trauma. Yes, that's kind of what there's different types of hauntings. There's 2 different types. Sure. One where it's an active spirit that hasn't crossed over, and then you've got your repeat. Yes. Back to your question, is witches. I think that if you do evil, you can do good or you can do evil, and people have intention. I don't think that you can cast a spell and it'll work if you don't want it to work. If you believe it would work, then it will work. But I don't believe, because I know for a fact someone's been trying to do it to me.
So a witch,
it will work.
Which
I don't believe in it. It's not gonna.
So some of these spirits, are energies or people who are trapped. Yeah. Could they be trapped because a spell was put on them?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I think that all a spell is putting, when they do this spell stuff, like I'm not into this, that. Because I don't go to the dark side. But voodoo dolls, I don't play with that stuff but that's a whole nother thing, because I won't play with it. I won't. That's it. That's my limit. But because I have stories on that too. I have a lot of stories. No, exactly. A Ouija board. I have a whole episode about Ouija boards, because I've experienced it, and do not play with Ouija boards. It is nothing to play. There's nothing to play with. I want to say that I don't believe in the devil with pitchfork and everything, but I believe that there's people that are not gone to the other side because of fear, because of, maybe they were dark. They were dark entities. But dark entities can do bad things. They can. But if you really truly believe that nobody can hurt you, nobody can. So you have to believe that. That's why when I go to clear houses, people are like, "Well, aren't you scared?" I'm like, "No, I'm never scared because I know I'm right. I know I'm doing good, and I know I've got some help from my archangels." So
a lot of it, Hollywood has.
yes.
Created like, oh, she's
They
gonna turn her head around. And
yes.
Stuff out.
Well, I've never been touched. No one has ever done anything to me. You have to remember they're dead, you're alive. You have more energy. You can control it.
Pushed you downstairs.
No, they can't. No, they can't do that. If you believe they can, then you're giving them power. I guess they can. But if not at all. And that's why people are like, why aren't you scared? I'm like, because I'm not. And then some people can people be possessed? That jury's out because I don't believe in the devil, but I do believe that some people dark entities can hang around people. So I know that because I've seen it, but I don't know. I keep an open mind about that because I've got some people that believe in all of it, and I just choose not to give it any energy or thought because I'm concentrating on the good aspects of everything and being a good person and honest and okay. So I enjoy these. Keep doing these. I've got tons of this stuff. You guys just don't even know, do you? So go to the next photo. I'm serious. I've just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of this stuff. You think so?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You only have 6.
I only have 6. Okay. Yep. I've got. Let me see. What else do I have? I have a photo of his head. I have photos of 2 small orbs as my daughter's walking at my house, and you can see them following her right along with her. I kind of wonder some of this isn't guides also. We're catching guides because the way some of them appear. I wonder if my daughter still has photos. We went to a cemetery one time and they went with me, and we were just kind of checking out to see if it was haunted. Cause I have every cemetery I've ever been in, it's got hauntings. I think people stay by their bodies sometimes. Like, and then especially if they haven't crossed over.
Yeah, that's what's familiar.
Yeah. Every time she'd walk, there'd be a light and it would walk with her. Oh. She'd stop, it would stop. And I said to her, I said, is that a guide or is that an angel? And I don't know what that is. But it was a very interesting thing. I have it on tape. So yeah, but I got just hundreds of this stuff. I got tons of this stuff.
Why is it that most people see it out of the corner of their eyes and not when they go to turn to look? So last week we were talking about the coffee shop that I
yes.
And we had a ghost in there.
Mm-hmm.
We called him Ghost, right?
Yeah.
He was a good guy. But like we would have a DJ in there, and he thought somebody had walked around behind him to request a song. So he sees the person, as he's working out of the corner of his eyes, he goes to turn and there's nobody there. So I've heard a lot that you see them out of the corner.
You do. I'm told that because we are in this reality, the corner of the eye is almost this other dimension. It's like right, and that's what I've been told. But yeah, you do see stuff out of the corner of your eye. Like in my photo, when I had the orb, I saw something. You see me look up, right, and I saw something, and I went, "What was that?" That's the first time I've ever seen it live like that, though. In all the years, I'm 53 years old, I have never seen, and it caught it right on the camera. I still think it's my father-in-law. Yeah. My father-in-law, he's very connected. He just all the time, he's talking to me all the time. So
there's a ghost here.
Yes, that's what you've been talking about. And yes, there is something here. And I told you it was an old man, and you said it was too, that you had been told it was. And yes, he is here. He ain't hurting anything. No. It may be a repetitive energy where it's in, you know what I'm saying? It may be a stamp, like an imprint, right, where he's going through the motions of walking through like a janitor. It feels like it's not a. No, that's what he does. Yeah. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See him out here in the hall. I can't turn this off, you guys, right now. Yeah. I just, and it gets really, really intense sometimes right now. My husband said it's like when you feel the hair on your back of
Yeah.
your neck stand up because there's something there. Yeah. I'm also on YouTube, you guys. Look at I posted a video of 3 different orbs and they're huge. And my father-in-law had been talking to me that whole time. And I didn't do it. I am telling you, something turned my camera on. I didn't do it. I was asleep and I woke up and I sat up and I just looking at my camera. And all he said starts talking to me. And I go, okay. And he's been talking to me a lot. And if you look at my Facebook, you'll see predictions that are coming from the other side. I'm not making any of them. I'm just repeating what they're saying to me. Okay. Now, so I really think from the other side, they know about as much as we do. But they have a little more insight because they can back up and see the bigger picture that we can't see. But I don't think that it's like they know everything, like, because God's can control and they're, But anyway, back to this. I had this camera and I'm on my phone and all of a sudden the light comes on and I don't to this day look at this going, okay, there's no camera light. How did that come on? Here, like, yeah, see, there's a flashlight on here. I guess I could turn that on. I didn't even know that. And here you plain as day, and you can see 3 different, they just one floats, 2 fly. And you can see wings on the orb. So there's like an angel or something.
That's
I don't
on your Facebook page.
it's on my it's on my oh yes, it's on my Facebook page and it's also on my YouTube.
Yeah. And your
So
Facebook page is what?
Lana the painting medium, which I want to switch, but they won't let me. So, because I remember I'm an art teacher.
Right.
So, and I've taught paint nights. So that was originally what I, started all this as. So, I don't know. I just know that like, they follow me. You're right. Maybe I'll take a trip out there tonight, but I may not see anything, to be honest. It's so bright with that full moon.
Sure. It's a huge.
It's fascinating, you guys. It just is because I've been to many places. Bloodlet Road in Belvedere has a cemetery they say is haunted. We sat there for 5 hours, nothing. So I don't know. I'm just a real. They have to, I guess they have to prove it to me sometimes. But the very first time I go out, I got that, and it's just shocking. I was just in a pleasant way.
So does this James guy? Does he visit you often? Does he?
I kind of think maybe he's a guide. I don't know.
Oh.
I know that honestly, I've had many, many people tell me they're helping me from the other side. I hear that a lot. When I'm doing readings, like I did a couple of readings, and the woman just lost her mother. It was the anniversary of her death, and she came to see me, and so I'm talking, and I said, "Boy, she says she likes me," and she goes, "Yeah, because she was a big hippie too, and she liked all this psychic stuff." And I go, "Okay," and she's still around. She's still like, I think that they're helping. They want people to know that this is real. They want people to know that God is real and heaven's real. And
What do you tell people who they feel that energy or see that like they see Jim here for the first time and they try to go, no, I'm crazy. What do you tell people, or how do you help people through that? Because a lot of it can be crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, you think you are. Yeah. Like, think about it. I hear voices. People are like, well, are you schizophrenic? And I'm like, you know what? And I've seen a counselor in the past when I lost my mother. And she says, you absolutely are not crazy. She goes, you're one of the most sane people. And she goes, you do have a gift. She goes, and you have to remember, a lot of psychiatrists practice Jungian psychology, which believes in all this. There is a part of psychology, instead of Freud, was Jung. And Jung believed in everything we're talking about. He said this was all real. So it's not just me that, making it up. But if someone comes to me and says, hey, I caught something, is this a person? I'll say, yeah. I said, is it? And I will ask my way, does it scare you? And then they'll get a reaction out of them. Well, yeah, kind of. I said, just remember, you're alive, they're dead. You've got energy they don't. You've got a quadruple the amount of energy that they have. Just remember that. Don't be scared. They may have been caught on the camera on purpose. Maybe they need help. That's kind of why I kind of think that he needed help. Yeah. And I think that's why I may have caught him, because he was literally standing. Okay. Because so you can see that I was in my car, right? I've got more pictures, by the way, and they're red. Like that's like he's streaked. And I've got one, I swear it's my horse. I have horses, and I've lost a horse that was like love of my life. And I swear I caught my horse on there. Anyway, So he's standing like, here's here's the sides of my car. He's standing right there looking through my window. And I swear I caught him. You can see just his head. So he's like what and I heard him say, well, why are you here? I heard him say that. And I go, well, who are you? And he goes, my name's Jim. And so I had a whole conversation with him. And so, yeah, I, well, you have to remember, I'm a master psychic. I've been doing this a long time. And I'm not saying I'm so wonderful, but they know I can see them. They know I can hear them. There's a movie called, I think it's called Ghost Town. It's an older movie about a guy who gets struck by lightning and then all of a sudden he's psychic, and that the millions of spirits can see him and they chase him around trying to talk to him. Not chasing him to be mean. Right. They want to talk to him because somebody can hear me. And I just think of that movie every single time because that's what they think they're doing, because I can hear and see them and I know they're there. So, anyway. So
let's talk about Peter Galt.
Okay. He's one of the people that owns this 216 the net. He's one of the guys here.
They have a doll, Emily.
Yes.
That is possessed.
Yes.
Now, so Emily must love being part of their family. Yeah.
I really, when it comes to like objects, there is something. I think there's attachments. Yeah. To objects, like a spirit's attached to an object, because I've had issues before with things. I've never had trouble like going to a secondhand store because I love to. That's like my thing. You see the back of the back of my car says I break for rummage sales, thrift stores, and junk and interesting junk left on the side of the road. I just do that. I don't know. I feel like it's treasure hunting. It's from a past life. I do the same. Well, I was a treasure. I went to California to dig for gold in another lifetime. But anyway, I'm that type of person. Anyway, because I know that's one of my lifetimes. When I did past life regression, which is something we're going to do. We're going to do a live past life regression on here at some point. Anyway, so I think that the spirits are just there around that object and they dearly love that object. Okay. And so I think that that's what it is. Is there a soul or a spirit living in it? I think it's an attachment. Okay. I feel it's an attachment. It feels that way to me.
Because you'll talk to Pete. I mean, Pete hears her.
Yeah. Well, what he's doing is hearing the person that's attached, the person that's loves the object.
Right, Emily.
Yeah. So that's what I think that's what that is. But yeah, I've had objects where go put them away. Just get rid of them. We had a story about my husband's family had an old dresser, and it was made by his great grandfather or something, uncle, something like that. And they sold it, and about 6 months they brought it back and they said it was possessed. And they had weird things happening. It was really bad things happening. We brought it back to the house. We never had a problem. Wow. So, but I do know how to deal with some of this because I don't want to say they're afraid of me, but they know that I'm not scared. I'm not scared ever. And people are like, this freaked me out a little bit, but I'm not scared. I'm like, wow, is that real? Oh my God, that's so cool. So, you're right. Maybe I'll go out there tonight. It's only 30 minutes away from my house. I drive by there. My dentist is near there. That's how close this is to me. Now, I know there's other places that are haunted. Now, there's a place in Beloit that's called the Hanchett, Tallman Hanchett or something like that place. And I read it. And the woman that was a doctor, she haunts it because I got her name. And I go, her name's Mary. Well, we looked up articles. I'm right. And there's secrets there. There's some, and I'm not even going to mention, but I say there's secrets. There's a child buried back there. There's an illegitimate child buried back there, back of the battle. But I would bet my life on it. I mean, I was that confident. And when I say stuff also, by the way, you guys, out of the top of my head, and you see me just go, well, blah, blah. And I believe me, because it doesn't really come from me. It's like being channeled, sort of. So now it's about that time. Anybody got any questions for me? Come on, let's go. You got You can ask me one question. I will answer one question for about 10. I got about 10 minutes because we the first 10 minutes was screwed up on this video. So yeah, what's new? That's why I've been driving in. Anybody knows that I'm an hour and a half away from the studio. So there's been a couple times I'm at my house, but we're having so many technical problems through the Mercury in retrograde. Once we get it, then I can do a lot more at my house, and I don't have to come all this way. And it's okay because I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so anybody got questions? Let's see, Jen. What is? I can't see.
I asked Jen. I asked Jen. There's a pretty good down in Downers Grove or Naperville or something.
It's a haunted house.
Yeah, well known.
Haunting. Oh, that's interesting. See,
DuPage County.
I really wouldn't it be cool if I could have my own show and just because I'm not getting. I look at the stuff I get. Yeah. You see these ghost hunters and we're this and that. Oh, we're gonna communicate, and yes, you can communicate. Like it will blink and we'll talk and stuff like that. Where it says things like those ghost meters, they do work. But for me, they do. Anyway, but I don't need them because I hear the ghost anyway. Right. That's why I don't understand. They get these people on these shows and nobody's a psychic there. Why would you not bring a psychic who can hear? Now, here's what's even weirder. If you come to me for a reading, go to enchantedsky.com. Sometimes when you tape, you can hear what I'm hearing on the tape. And it's a kind of a squeaky. They're breaking a sound barrier because it's a different dimension. And sometimes things come through really clear and sometimes they don't. But sometimes you can actually hear like a squeaky voice or something coming through. Okay. So anybody got questions?
No questions.
No questions? No questions like psychic questions. Ask me a psychic question. Go ahead. Let's go. Got a question? Anybody want to know anything about themselves? Maybe they didn't understand. I'm asking who's.
That's right.
Come on, guys. Last week I had a whole bunch of people asking questions. How is my finance? I guess I scared them. Yeah, I guess so. Because I had just tons of people last week. Yeah. Nobody's got a question about their finances or their love or nothing. None of that. Interesting that nobody's doing this. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm scaring them. Ask questions. Somebody call. You could even call in if you wanted. I've got a phone number too.
Yes. Happy anniversary to the Krejcis.
Okay, it's your anniversary today. Any messages from spirit? Since you need to work on your self-esteem, you don't believe in yourself enough. You're starting something new, and this is for Jen. And you're just they want you to know that you have full capability of doing it. So I don't know what you're starting or what you're wanting to do, but you're doubting yourself, and you need to quit that. That wasn't from me. See how fast when it's said like that, I'm channeling. Okay. Okay. Tell me what's going on. I've got my plate full. What's going on? Okay. What do you mean by plate full? Or what do you mean what's going on? I don't understand the question. Get to my question. Ask me a clear question, guys. If you were to ask me like, well, what so-and-so is, his name is John, and I want to know how is our relationship. That I can, because it's real specific. Okay. Got to be kind of, so I understand, okay, what's going on with the questions. I don't do this. When I do a reading, I do a cold reading, by the way. Yeah. If I'm reading just you, remember there's like, I got 1,000 people in front of me right now. If you have just like, if you came to me and called me, I'll know why you're calling. And I'll even say, they're telling me that you're calling because of, and they're like, really? Okay. Anna he got brown hair. It's kind of parted in the middle. It's kind of like this, medium height. He may have occasionally have some, facial hair. Occasionally. Am I talking about the right person? And right now, he's like in a sloppy looking sweatshirt, like an oversized sweatshirt. Is that who this is? Or am I talking to somebody about from the other side for you? Sometimes I get that. For me personally, I have asked them to tell me if they're from the other side because they look so alive to me when I see them that it's hard for me to tell. So I've asked. And so now they sometimes appear to me like in a mist, and it makes it a little easier because I can see your live people that are you connected to too. Sure. So So, tall, slender, wears sweats. Yes, this guy's in a sweatshirt. Yes. What do you want to know specifically about him? Is he like in your relationship with him? Um, because see, it's like he's in a gray sweatshirt and it's oversized and it's rolled up. That's who I'm seeing. Um, got a good sense of humor. I think he's got a good sense of humor. He's kind of funny. I've got, actually, I don't want to say what I'm picking up. Okay. Yes. In a beginning. Yes. Um, Anna, I'm going to tell you something. After the show, call me because I don't want to say what I want to say online. I'm not saying anything bad, but I want to tell you something.
Number
Okay.
right at the bottom.
I am a very private, I have very high morals and I'm very ethical. Yep. It's, you can go on enchantedSky.com and look my phone number up. Okay, Anna. Or YouTube. I think YouTube might even have it plastered somewhere. Go on there and there's a reason why, and I'll tell you why. Okay. And I'll tell you why later. It's just something I don't want to say online. I'm very, like, I can do this in a group of people of 100 people.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that because it's personal, but it's not bad. I just wanted to tell you something and they're telling me to tell you this. Okay. So, all right. It's not bad. Trust me, it's not. And I don't give bad messages. People are like, well, can you predict death? I, I can, but I won't. I've asked God not to give that to me. If someone knows they're chronically ill and they're going to pass soon, yes, I can tell. I know. I'll say, well, this person is getting ready to pass. You do know that. And they'll say, yes, I know. Do you see what I'm saying? That I will do. But
you're
people,
not going to say, well, on September 12th.
Yeah, I don't know that exactly, but I will say, oh, you're going to, yeah, exactly. Well, you know what though? If you were meant to die, then I can't tell you because then it's a warning. Right. You were meant to, and they won't give me a message. But if you had an option to not go, they'll say, hey, be careful for your tires, or they'll say that to me to tell you. So see, I can't control any of this. You've planned your own life. I mean, I'm just kind of like springboard.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, she says, okay, there's a reason. I can't tell you now. But anyway, any other questions, anybody? I'm surprised. Like last week, we got a lot of questions, and I don't know why we're not getting any.
Why is it, different times of the year or at different times throughout life, people have a strong urge of like remembering their grandparents or.
Well, Mercury in retrograde does that. Yeah. Mercury in retrograde. Have you noticed that through the last couple of weeks, all you do is you either have old relationships come in, like people that you haven't seen in years, and that happened to me, and I've known about 5 people, and that they've got together with an old boyfriend. Also, you think about things that have happened to you. It's a time to process for about 6 weeks. So you do think of people you haven't thought of in 20 years. You do think, like I thought about my mother. My mother had her birthday, the 25th.
Yeah. So
and
grandpa right now, like all day today.
You've been thinking about your grandpa, and that's normal. It's Mercury in retrograde, and he's also around you. That's probably it too, because I can see him. Anyway, see, he's showing, but he's not. You look a lot like him, right? You do a lot like him. Yeah, it's like because he's standing behind you, and see, he's just appearing to me in spirit form. Because he's on the other side, and then I'm not scared. It doesn't freak me out when most of the time, right. But if they show me how they died, it really bothers me, and yeah. So that's all I'm going to say. Let's see. What else? Any other? No, I'm very surprised. I wonder if I scared them away because I had 15, 20 questions last week. Yeah. Okay. You don't mind? Could you tell me about my father? He passed 30 years ago. Anna, did he have really dark hair and it was parted on the side and he wasn't real tall? He was kind of small boned. I think that's who I'm talking about. I think so. When you call me, I'll tell you. I'm basically giving you a free reading because I need to. Okay. Every once in a while, I give people a free reading. You need a free reading because there's a reason. All right. All right. Oh yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. But I'm telling, am I right when I say what I'm saying? Because I see a person coming through. He's got a pair of glasses, dark hair, parted on the side, not real big bone, not real tall. Looks like he's got a pair of blue jeans on or something. Yeah. And I will talk to you. Okay. All right. With that said, are we done? Because it looks like we are 1 minute and we took about 5 minutes. So let's try to get our technology, you guys. It's Mercury in retrograde. Come on now. So, okay.
Yep.
All right. Last thoughts. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go out there tonight. We'll see what we get.
Let us know. Post it. You're gonna, if you do, you'll post it out on your YouTube page.
Yes, I did. Yes.
And or on your website. So,
yes. So, yep.
Oh, wait, we've got one more.
I have ancestors who were fortune tellers.
Right. So this is
I think you had
me.
from my daughter. Yeah. I think so. I think there's a grandparent or a great grandparent. I think so. Okay. It feels like it. Somebody had ability. They could see things. Okay. All right. The rest of you guys visit me. Good stuff. And
we'll do it all again next week.
Yep, we'll do it all again next week. Next week, I don't know what I'm going to be hosting. I'll post it and let you know. I thought about my Beast of Bray Road pictures and see if I can get somebody online as an interview because there are researchers. So anybody knows that, look it up because I've got it at my house.
And spend some time with Lana out on her YouTube page. She's out there a couple different times throughout the week.
Yep. And then I'm also posting for the next month's readings for my cuspers.
Yep.
So, yep.
You don't have to wait for Saturday mornings. Reach out to her and she can help you out. Fantastic.
Okay. Bye, guys.